Welcome to Besties and Bubbles.
Welcome.
Here's
Cheers.
my bestie, and here
Cheers,
are bubbles.
friend.
Chilled bubbles is just
So good.
it's just so yummy.
There you are.
So-
It's yummy.
Kim and I hang out a lot, we talk a lot, and some of the things that we differ on are kind of like our shopping habits. And so now I'm so interested in what other Gen Xers are doing.
We do have very different shopping habits.
We do.
And some of you may be Team Tracy. Some of you may be Team Kim. Or you just may have your own. But
Totally.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
So we thought it'd be kind of fun to just kind of go through different scenarios and maybe what our habits would be when we are out shopping or not out shopping.
I think some people are either Target or Walmart. Do you find that people are either Target or Walmart? And most people are not like both. Do you find that?
Yes, I would say.
I agree. I find that. Okay. What are you?
I am Team Target.
I'm Team Target too.
But
I like the red. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe.
But I know some people that are Team Walmart. So I actually think it depends where you live.
It does depend on where you live.
Because
that's
in the
true.
South, Walmarts are amazing.
But even Amy's got a closer Walmart than Target, so she would go there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, like
Yeah.
I've been shopping at a Walmart in the
Yeah.
South. And when I mean the South, I mean like in Alabama, a Florida, something like
Yeah.
that, where they are amazing. Like they remind me of a Target being here in the Midwest.
Is there any place you go to that you feel like you're embarrassed that you shop there? I'm setting you up because you know the answer.
Yeah,
Where?
Walmart.
Is it Walmart?
It is Walmart.
Do you know where it is for me? A place that you love.
What?
The dollar store.
Oh.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Can I just share one story?
You can.
So many years ago, this is probably a whole nother podcast. I had a workout incident where I split my nose in half.
What?
And actually had to have stitches in my knee. Anyway.
Not with me. Tell them it wasn't with me.
It was not. This was pre-Tracy.
Pre-Tracy.
It was my son Ben's
the
the day before his 7th birthday.
Oh, Kimmy.
And I had to go to the ER. And anyway, I looked like Frankenstein. Okay. But point being is I went to go shop at Walmart instead of Target because I didn't want anyone to see me. That may sound
I love that
really bad and really
no,
bitchy.
we're real. It's
but
true.
It is very true.
Yes.
And so that is
my dad, I don't, but my dad likes to shop groceries at the dollar store, and I don't find that enjoyable. I only like certain shopping experiences. If not, I want to do it online. So anyway, I was sitting there with a whole cart full of my dad's food from the dollar store. And do you know who I saw? Do you remember this?
I do remember.
It was Megan.
Megan.
And I was like, oh, Megs, hi. And I was like, this is for my dad. But she had a whole cart full of stuff that she was doing as a donation thing. But anyway, yeah, it's just not my favorite vibe. I'll go there for cards.
And I like it for I do like the dollar store. Number 1 for cards. Number 2,
she likes it way
for
more than me.
party decor. Like if you're throwing just a casual party, or I love it for when you're going to a party and you're bringing a dish or something like that, and it's disposable. Like you could care less if you get your dish tray, whatever back, right? Like that's
okay.
Anyway,
let's talk Amazon.
Oh,
my life changed with Amazon.
Yeah. How long would you say you've been shopping on Amazon?
I was a late bloomer.
I feel like I was too.
Just like Facebook. I'm a late bloomer on a lot of that. I try, like, I'm the one that like doesn't want to like do the update on my phone until everybody else says it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I just don't, I'm not a big, I don't know what that is about me. But anyway, so what about you? You were probably doing Amazon before me.
I don't know. I don't think so. So, well, here's the thing. I love Target. I love Target.
I love
I
Target
absolutely
too.
love Target. I love Target for everything. I love Target for coming in and they have like their all little, $1, $3,
Yeah,
$5 little
yeah,
gifty things. I love their cards. I
yes.
love to just shop, like little things on sale, clothes, whatever, party
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Then you dip in and you get your cleaning supplies, and then you maybe find some snacks, and then maybe some stuff you have to pick up for dinner. Your
Okay.
prescription. I mean, like,
It's very robust for sure.
yes. And it came to a point where I was going once a week and not leaving there like under $200 or $300. That's ridiculous because I'm picking up stuff I absolutely don't need.
Okay.
At least $100 worth of stuff.
Did you put yourself in a timeout? Or did Matt notice this?
Well, no, because I handle our finances.
Okay.
But here's what I noticed when COVID happened and I couldn't go to Target, I moved over to Amazon.
Okay.
Meaning, stuff I would buy at Target, cleaning supplies,
Yeah.
maybe snacks, what have you. And I didn't buy the other stuff that I
Because
didn't.
you weren't walking by
Right.
it.
I didn't buy
Yeah.
all the other crap that I didn't need, like the cute little shirt and everything else that
It's probably
I
cute.
desperately wanted.
Yeah. I hear
But so yeah. So
Okay.
and I will tell you right now, even though we're 5 years post COVID and I can clearly walk into Target and shop, I still like toilet paper, paper towels, things of that nature. I still buy from Amazon.
And I don't.
Well, where is it that you go?
So Amazon, I don't go to similar experience with Target, but it also just once I got my own Amazon account and stuff, it just became so much easier to just, oh, I need this, I'm gonna get it and it'll be delivered to my there's no fee for delivery. It was just great, right? But
Well, if you have Prime, right?
oh,
Amazon Prime.
okay. Is that why? I
Yeah.
do have Prime, so
Yeah,
is that why?
Yeah.
I don't
I
get
think
charged.
that's how it works.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know
Yeah.
about the
I
details of
think
that.
that's
But I remember people talking about Amazon and I didn't quite understand it. And then I think most people now really are very familiar with it. And it is amazing that I can literally order anything and it'll be here tomorrow morning.
This is very true.
So the ease of it is great. And I also really love Amazon because unlike Target or Walmart or anywhere else, you read the reviews and the star ratings. I rate stuff. Do you rate things after you get it? It asks you to rate it. Do you rate it?
I never do.
I do.
But my husband does.
Yes,
He's
he
a big
does.
reviewer
Yes, he
and
is.
rater, which is great.
I love Matt. That is so
but
Matt.
kind of to your point, I look at stuff too, depending on what it is.
Yeah, but
right?
it's like
Right.
4.5 stars out of 5. That's pretty good.
Right. Or
Or
how
if
many
it's
people have
Amazon
bought it.
choice.
Yes, or how many people have bought it.
How many
right?
people bought it? Yes.
I
So
agree.
I think it's easier to shop and compare on Amazon than it is if I was just going to Target and there was just, I was looking for a derby hat. A yellow derby hat.
Kentucky Derby hat.
Kentucky.
Let's be clear, not like roller derby hat.
Oh,
I mean,
I didn't know that need clarification, but Kim is right.
Just saying.
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
Sure.
It was a Kentucky Derby hat. I had the shoes or the dress. Anyway, and I went to Amazon because I had all these different yellow hats I could choose from.
Yes.
Where else was I going to get that choice? Go to a hat store?
What do they call that? What do they call a person that makes hats?
A hatter? The Mad Hatter?
This is
probably
I'm gonna have to look it up. I think our friends know. It's a name for it.
Then I'll put it right here.
Right there.
So anyway, I find Amazon very resourceful.
I don't disagree. I agree.
Reviews
with that.
And also, how easy is it to return something?
Yeah, at Kohl's or
right up the street at UPS.
Yeah.
They scan it on my phone right there.
That's very true.
Right back, right on my account. It's amazing.
That's very true.
During COVID, I did it wasn't during COVID. I'm sorry. It was when I had my knee surgery. I did Instacart.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever done Instacart? Because I can't imagine that you could do Instacart. I think you're a feeler of fruit.
Yes. So the most I did was Amazon Fresh during COVID. That's where they pick the groceries. It's like Instacart, but it's Amazon.
Okay.
So they actually pick out your groceries.
What store did they get the groceries from?
Whole Foods is the partnership.
Okay.
Is Amazon Fresh. And you're right. I don't like it. I am a person that likes to pick out my fresh vegetables, my fresh fruits.
She's a feeler.
I am a feeler.
Fruit and vegetables. Mm-hmm. Honestly.
I feel everything. I mean, fruits and vegetables. Let's just say that.
And see, I don't care. I'd rather somebody else just pick them up.
You don't care?
Nah, it's fine. Whatever
well,
comes.
What if it's too squishy or too hard?
Then how rare is that? I'm also just not that picky. What is it? A kiwi?
I don't. What if the avocado? Avocado. You gotta feel avocados. You gotta feel cucumbers, zucchinis.
Anyway, this is why we're different.
Peppers.
Yeah, but I think how awesome for moms with toddlers to be able to do Instacart. They could totally take their grocery list, go on their phone or on the computer, right? And then just have their toddlers in the cart and just pick them up.
Yeah, long gone are the days when we had to schlep the kids.
We never got the chance to do that with little kids. Absolutely, in the cold,
right, or rain, or whatever.
And they were complaining, and they wanted all this extra stuff. It was annoying. You don't know, these young moms, they don't know how good they have it with the Instacart. This is actually
very true.
And Amazon.
This is very, very true. Now, can you do coupons and stuff with Instacart?
Probably. I'm not a big coupon girl. You love coupons?
I love me some good coupons. Now, back in the day when they used to all be in the newspaper, because we're old enough to know.
My mom was a coupon clipper.
Yes.
They were clippers, not cutters, right?
Yeah. Clippers. My mom was a coupon clipper.
What was your mom?
She was a coupon clipper, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right. Okay. So anyway, it's all I still get the Mariano's coupons right now, and I get so excited when I get that little thing in the mail. And I get all my coupons, and then my husband does the digital coupons, so it's like a double.
Oh yeah, good for him.
I love it when you're
checking
bills
out.
Being rung up.
Yeah, and it's like
yeah.
Okay, that is exciting.
It is exciting.
I don't do it. I should. I don't
know. Do you go to different okay? We're talking about grocery stores. Grocery stores, right? So I just shared we go to Mariano's.
I do Mariano's, but
do you have any other grocery stores you go to?
Costco.
Oh.
And that's where I get my paper towels and toilet paper also.
Okay.
It's massive. It's the cheapest. I do eggs there, usually if I don't get them fresh from my son. I just think those bigger things are better at Costco. I love their fruit. I love their meat too.
Yeah.
But are you a Costco or a Sam's or neither?
We are actually neither. We do Restaurant Depot. It's very close to our house.
Yes, and that also has a membership.
It does. Well,
we should compare what that costs. But yes.
Yes.
And it's different.
It is.
Does Restaurant Depot have the paper products?
No, which is why
you use it on Amazon.
Yeah. It's mostly our proteins that we get. And I would say spices.
This is a family of 3 we're talking about.
Well,
our spices and our proteins.
Spices,
our fish and our meat.
Right. Yes.
This is why we're different. I don't. No. Okay.
It's all good. And I think Matt goes to a butcher too.
You know what?
He goes to Harry's Meats. I can't remember.
That tracks too.
Or maybe it's not. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
But, yeah. So, yes, the answer is I think, maybe our friends feel differently, but I feel we're in the norm going to multiple places.
I do think that most people do. Are you a Trader Joe's person?
I used to be. And I do love Trader Joe's, but I haven't.
What about Aldi?
I think I've been there once. Don't you have to pay for a cart?
You do have to pay for a cart if you need a cart. Depends on how much you're doing. It's 25 cents. You get it back.
I always take a cart, regardless. Maybe if I put 3 things in my push cart.
Oh no, I bring in my bags
Oh,
to
great.
any store. So if I know I can just do it in my bag, then I don't want to push her in a cart.
I like pushing a cart. It's like pushing a stroller. I don't know why.
Anyway, there's a new Aldi by us that you know that I don't know, maybe some of you know in Lombard. That's really great. I had to go there for my dad because he wanted a certain croissant and I don't know, the whole big thing. But anyway, it's really nice.
I'm
But
sure it
I
is.
still don't shop there because I just like Mariano's. You know, Mariano's has a bar.
I do.
We've actually been there for happy hour on
And
Fridays, and they have live
they have live
music.
music 4 to 8. That was a free promo.
I am not feeding a massive family. So when I go to the store
Anymore. You did. Right.
anymore, so my bills aren't, yeah, I used to, Cub Foods was up the street. And
Right.
did
Right.
you ever shop at Cub Foods?
I did. So
Cub
I
Foods was
do
great. It was
know when we
affordable,
were
and then
raising our
that died.
families and the boys were
Yeah,
like eating us out of house and
out of house and home.
home.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, but now I go to Mariano's because I don't have a large grocery list, and I
Yes.
also go to Costco to get certain things. So, and then Amazon also for certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
And you can have a drink and walk through Mariano's and grocery shop.
I think
So
it's a great thing.
I do too.
But they also have live music on Fridays, maybe other days, but we sometimes go there for happy hour on Fridays.
Yeah. And they always have the Bears games on too on Sundays.
Really?
They do.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
What about how are you with like impulse buying, or do you like research plan and then like if you know you need like a dress for a wedding or something big, are you an impulse buyer? Like you see something you're like, "Oh, maybe I'll wear it someday." Or are you only like a planner like, "I need this so I'm going to go find it somewhere."
okay, so that's a great way to phrase that as an
Okay.
impulse buyer,
Yeah.
right? Because I would kind of maybe view impulse buying as I'm out shopping. I don't have any intentions of buying something,
A dress.
but if I find it, then I would buy it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's impulse buying. I think you
right,
don't need it. You
right,
just saw it and you're like, "Oh," and you don't question the price or anything. You're like,
right.
"I have to have it."
Yeah. Or I would say another impulse buy would be when I'm checking out somewhere and they have point of sale things, little things, right? That's why they're there. It's an impulse buy. And
That
you're
was the
like,
worst when you had toddlers.
oh, well, the toddlers or your kids, actually, let's be clear. It's more the grade school kids would be like, I want this, I want this.
Oh,
And
I
you throw it in the
remember
cart
the
and you're checking out and you're like,
struggle
where
with
the heck
that.
did this come from?
Yeah. Oh, they didn't get
And you
away
didn't
with it,
want
but
to
I
be the,
remember it was a
yeah.
fight every
And then
time.
it was like, you're like checking out. You don't want to be the jerk mom, but sometimes you have to be the jerk mom because, anyway.
Yeah.
But
Boundaries.
I would say in regards to like planning
Impulse buying and
versus
planning. Yeah.
impulse, I feel like I'm more of a planner, right? Um, but again, it kind of depends. I always say it depends, but it does depend on what it is.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, if you're going to buy a large dollar item,
Yeah.
I would say more planning goes into that than,
So would
call it a
you?
pair of shoes or a dress.
Okay, but would you go online to look for that item or would you go store to store? If you were planning to buy, like, I need a pair of shoes for this wedding, would you
Yeah.
go online or would you
For
go
shoes,
to a mall?
yeah, for shoes, I would go to Nordstrom's or Von Mar.
Okay. Can I be so kind as to correct you?
What
There's no S at the end of Nordstrom.
was that like the jewels?
Yeah, it's a Jules. It's a Jules, it's a Nordstrom.
Well, why does everyone say Nordstrom's?
They're wrong. It's Nordstrom. And my cousin in Texas swore it was Nordstrom's. I'm like, no, it's not. It's like the Jewel. My brother just said Jules. He was at Jules. I was
I
like,
know I never say jewels, but I say Nordstrom's.
it's just Nordstrom. It's only one Nordstrom.
Okay, we just cheers to that.
See now you know. See now you know what.
I feel like
Kim
I've been
knows
taken
a
down a
lot.
notch, but that's okay. I can
Well,
live with it.
no,
I
you
can
know
live with
a
it.
lot of stuff that I don't know, and I finally knew something Kim didn't know. It's Nordstrom. But I'm glad
I feel so naked saying that.
you feel
Nordstrom.
naked.
Like Nordstrom?
But aren't you glad you don't say Jules?
I do not say jewels.
Well, it's the same as saying Nordstrom in my book.
Thanks.
So anyway, so right, you would go there for shoes. See, I wouldn't. I'd go online.
Well, how do you know how they fit you?
because I'm the same size and I know certain brands that I like.
Every single time you're
When
the
is the
same
last time
size.
even my sneakers, those yellow shoes, where do I buy them? Amazon.
Yeah,
I buy I buy it all online.
and I'm not always the same size. So
I am almost always,
why
but I
should know?
also kind of stick to the same designer. So
That's fair because I feel like once you have a designer you like and you
And
like
you know
the
how they
look
fit.
and you like the fit,
Yes.
I agree with that. I think that's for clothes as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
All right. Outlet like malls. Do you do those? Do you feel like you can go get a deal at an outlet mall?
I used to feel that way.
Oh,
I really did.
she used to.
I did when the boys were growing up, and it doesn't mean I don't love a good outlet mall because I do, but I don't go out of my way to go to the outlet mall. Does that make sense?
It does, but I'm different because I think online is better.
You do. Well, you don't like shopping, period. Like in an actual physical place.
I don't like shopping anywhere.
I
It's not about spending the money; it's just the task of doing
I
it.
love to go shopping, like
Well,
especially with the change of seasons when it turns to
Well-
spring and summer and fall and winter.
Tell me how I love to go to Oaken for it.
No, you do.
I do.
You
There
do.
are certain places.
Yes,
That's very
I
true.
agree.
And I don't buy anything online from them. I like to go. I like the feel and
Right.
touch. So, but I only like small, department stores make me
Boutique.
feel, boutique. Thank you. Department stores make me feel overwhelmed. So I don't appreciate those. And I can get anything at a department store. I can get it online, but Oaken Fort, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What are you like? Are you always like? I used to sell women's shoes for a couple of years. That's what I did. I worked for Marsha Fields, and so it was like designer shoes. I won't buy cheap shoes now because of that. Because of my experience, and we're all made from our experiences, right? So, are there certain things that you will only buy designer for that you won't like? Do you have like cheap purses and designer purses, or do you only have designer?
That's a really good question, Tracy.
And what are you going to say, Kimberly, to my very good question?
I would say I have both.
Oh,
I do have both.
She has more designer,
but I do like a good designer person, and so it's for the quality, right? Because I have a lot of designer purses that just have good quality and they last and they last and they last. Now, I will say,
because if you use it all the time,
I take care of my purses though too, and I do kind of rotate them out and what have you. So, but I do feel, and I do feel some designer brands maybe aren't up to all the hype, right? That the price tag says they
in a
are.
purse. What about clothing though? Will you buy something from Target?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will you buy like a $10 tank?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I have actually found that as long as
that different.
As long as you take care of it and wash it properly and air dry it or what have you, that stuff can last a long time.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, there are brands that I have bought that are crap. So you kind of, you know what I mean?
Like, they're like 1 or 2 use or whatever. Like they just don't wash well, and you're like,
right. Yeah. So,
but if you pay less for that, isn't it worth it just to like? It's like an obscure dress or like a one-time thing. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Again,
all depends.
I think it depends on what you're doing, but I do think for the most part, quality, you pay for what you get, right?
What about jewelry, Kim?
I love all kinds of jewelry.
Do you wear cheap jewelry?
I do. From time to time, I do. but I haven't always been so. I've invested in pieces of jewelry.
And your husband has invested in your collection of jewelry.
Yes. And I love it. And someday I will pass this down.
That's nice.
Right?
Oh, that's a nice way to say, like, you wear a lot on your body.
Yes.
Currently.
But they're good pieces. They're solid pieces. And
you can bequeath them.
Yes. And I will. I will.
That's a great way to think about it.
Yeah. So, and they have increased their value in time. So
Okay. Well, that's
yeah.
good too.
But I love a good fashion jewelry too. Like, don't get me
Okay.
wrong.
Are your earrings expensive that you have on right now?
They are actually not.
They're not.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I like them.
Thank
I know
you.
everything else you have on is bougie, but I was just wondering. So
Yeah.
that's how you can mix and match. That's nice, Kim.
Yeah. Right.
Nice.
How about you?
No, Amazon, no, cheap. No, I mean oh well, the bracelet. Other than the bracelet that was a gift, my watch is an Apple Watch. Other than that, no,
Yeah.
no. I don't feel the I don't have the word, but I have expensive sunglasses and I have expensive boots and I have expensive shoes. My value is just like I
Yeah.
put value on different things, and
Right.
I think everyone does. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I could buy a whole outfit at Target and wear it. I'm fine with that.
Same here. I would
Yeah.
do the same.
Yeah.
I just don't think I could do shoes only because I need a certain fit.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Shoes.
saying?
You take care of your feet.
Right.
Yes. This is from a
Right.
ex woman's shoes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. And I have run many marathons and half
Absolutely.
marathons and work out, and the older you
It
get,
should be a good
you
fit,
gotta
and it
take
should be
care of your feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
For sure.
let's
For
just
sure.
that be a word to the
Yeah.
wise.
Well, this is interesting, girl.
Yeah, this has been
See,
fun.
I knew that we were different in a lot of ways, but also sometimes similar.
Sometimes we're similar.
Sometimes similar, but
I don't know. I mean, friends, let us know what, Team Tracy, Team Kim, or maybe you're a little bit of both. A little bit of country and a little bit of rock and roll. And you all know what we mean by that.
Cheers.